Hello, Sagittarius, and welcome to your special edition love story for February. This is one of two videos that I'm going to do, and the reason for that is this is a reading that will resonate or it won't. If it doesn't fit even just a little bit, don't try to make it. It's not for you. That's why I'm going to do two of them to really try to, put something out there for more people. But the intention of this reading is to look at a love story between you and your lover. It could be your twin flame, it could be just a soulmate, or even a karmic connection. It's to give you information and insight and clarity to that situation, for those of you who are looking for that. And this could be a very positive love story, which is what I'm looking for. That's my intention, is, something substantial, not some fleeting misconnection or something like that. This is a real romance. And, if it's like I'm reading you 100%, but the partner that's coming through isn't really ringing a bell, that might mean that you have yet to meet this other person, okay? So let's get started. And again, I really want to iterate, this is going to resonate or it's not. I'm going to be as specific as I can. And in saying that, this is still a general reading, so I don't see your specific energy and their specific energy. I don't know how to explain the difference between a general and a personal reading. It's like in a personal reading, I really feel things from your energy, their energy. But in a general reading, it's like the universe is pointing stuff out for me to make it personal for each one of you, if that makes sense. So let's see, Sagittarius, what your past life connection is with this romance that's going to come through. You got ships. So to me, this means a couple different things. This could mean that you guys did a lot of traveling together. This could mean that you guys were in the military together, out on the sea. This could mean you guys were pirates, way back in the day, renegades on the seas, that type of energy. With this could also indicate some background of maybe slavery, being taken from your home country into another country. So to really get a fix on what that's saying, we have to draw some more cards. So what I want to do first to make this personal is, let's look at who you were before you met this lover of yours, and who they were before they met you. What was going on in your life, what was going on in their life before you guys came together. We're going to look at everything, why you guys came together, how you come together, the purpose of your relationship at a soul level. So we're going to explore all aspects and even advice from the universe about your love, what you should do. Because sometimes we want to give up on something that's really our true love, but it's just so hard in that moment, And for others of us, in that hard moment, that's our indicator to walk away. The hard part is figuring out which it is, right? Okay, so these are extra. These are not, these are extra. So let's see what they say. We have 5 of Cups, 8 of Pentacles, the Star, and the Tower. So these cards here are specific to your relationship. This could be your energy specifically, or their energy specifically before you met, or what transpires after the relationship comes together. So because these guys had to come out and they're all upright, which I find very synchronistic. Also here with the Star, this is Aquarius energy. But unless I get really strong indicator of Aquarius, I'm not going to say that this other person is an Aquarius, okay? But there is the Aquarius energy. We have sadness, working hard, hope and healing, and then a complete shock. So we will set those aside and see what that is referring to specifically. This might actually mean this is somebody that you guys break up and then come back together some point in life, but let's see. So you are coming through as the reversed Page of Cups, the High Priestess, and the reversed Four of Wands. And this is before you guys met, okay? They're coming through as the Six of Swords reversed, the King of Cups reversed, and the Emperor. So what I'm getting for you right away, Sagittarius, just with the reversed Page of Cups and then the High Priestess there, is you definitely could have some psychic ability. But with the Four of Wands being reversed, it's like you don't have full control over it. You don't know how to maybe direct it fully, tap in, like things may just come to you in moments, and it's not like if you want to know something, you can't sit there and say, okay, I'm in the zone, I need to know this. Like, it doesn't necessarily work that way for you. It's like there's moments of absolute clarity when you're not even trying and just information comes to you. But then when you put it out to the universe as a question, I feel like it's more of synchronistic events over a period of time that come into your life that answer that question. And so prior to meeting this person, it looks like you're really focused on that, okay? Also with that reversed Page of Cups and the Four of Wands reversed, you were like in this state of mind about romance in general that, you know, maybe it just wasn't for you. Like, it just, nothing seemed to work out on a romantic level for you. It's like there was no stability in it. You kept attracting to really immature romantic partners, okay? And you're coming through as such a wise soul that you're like, how do I even keep matching up with all these people that are just so like out there? Well, it's because you are this high vibrating soul, and you know, many of your romantic connections weren't so much about romance, even though that's what your tie was. It was you being this high vibrating soul teaching them something, okay? Because you are psychic. This story that I'm reading for is a psychic Sagittarius, but again, I feel like it's an ability that you're developing, or you're just new coming into, or it's always been there and you just kind of accept it but you've never pursued it, something along those lines, okay? Definitely a psychic Sagittarius, a Sagittarius with spiritual gift, for sure. And also with this energy, this lover of yours, you sense them somewhere in your soul, like you just know, you know that this person either exists and you haven't met them yet, or, you know, based on these cards, maybe you have met them, okay? Because we have this Six of Swords of a return. So with this energy, who they are before they meet you is somebody who I feel has some emotional issues. They're emotionally immature. You know, they could have, this definitely could be like they're caught up in some karmic relationship where they just keep getting sucked back in, sucked back in, sucked back in. And it's because they weren't really learning the lessons with that person. They weren't clearing the karma, so to speak. They were just, you know, creating more. It's like, I'm going to add fuel to the fire, opposed to coming, sitting here patiently and letting it completely burn out, okay? They just, it's like this cycle of return. However, they come to a place, okay, where they finally get in control of themselves, their emotions, their life. They get everything together. It's like they're this really emotionally unstable kind of immature energy, And then bam, they just get their crap together, like 100%. It's like, okay, you know what, I need to grow up, I need to do XYZ. And that could definitely be what these cards are talking about, where, you know, we have this great connection here, but God, just get your crap together. I'm sick of the, you know, the same thing over and over. You got to work on yourself. You know, you got to heal yourself. You got to get yourself back together. And then here's this tower, like, bam, it's done. I finally have it together. And you too, okay? Just with this reversed Page of Cups and this reversed Four of Wands, again, it's like you guys both had things you had to work on, get together, before you could come together in a, you know, healthy romantic union. I feel like you had it more together than they did, okay, before you guys come together. So let's pull a card to look at your energy specifically and their energy specifically before you guys are a couple. So remember, this is before you are like an official couple. We're together, we're in love, that type of thing. All right, you are the Sun Dancer, joyful activity, a celebration of life, abundance. So your energy looks exactly what you are, you know, that fire energy. Even if you have bad days, you always revert back to the positive, to, you know, shining brightly. You're a Sagittarius, okay? The Spiral Dancer, circulus route, yes, perception. How appropriate. This right here is exactly what I said with these two cards. It's like, I'm just going to keep repeating the same thing over and over and over. And then finally, something happens and they get it. And they like change. They do an about face. And, you know, life becomes something completely different. So let's see how you meet, how you guys come together. Because I'm still like, I'm on the fence here about whether this is somebody you actually have dated previously and it was just too much and you ended the relationship, okay, and that's what this sadness is about. Or if this is somebody who maybe you were just a friend to and you were there for them through their back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and you finally, you know, it was just too much because you had a lot of feelings for them. So this, you know, we have to draw more cards so I can really focus on what is that? Is that somebody that you did date, or is that just a friend that you really had the hots for or feelings for and you were there for? But it's definitely like there's connection, like previous connection. This is just not like we meet and then we're together and that's that. There's something else prior to that for sure. Whether it's we dated previously or we were just like friends, something along those lines. All right. So we have the Nine of Swords reversed, the Knight of Wands reversed, the Wheel of Fortune reversed, Knight of Pentacles, and Eight of Cups. Oh, goodness gracious. Yes, yes, yes. I definitely feel like the story that's coming through here is... This was somebody that you dealt with, whether this was just a friend or this was you guys had friends with benefits type of situation happening. There's definitely involvement prior to you guys coming together and being together, because my intention for this reading is a relationship that is together. You know what I'm saying? Like that is either together or it's coming back together, and there's, you know, advice, and this is something that's happening in the now. Even though this reading is timeless, when you're watching this, you know, the information could be right when you need to hear it. So based on these cards, yeah, it's like you were either really trying to make this work with this person, or you were with them, but it wasn't anything solid. The timing wasn't right for it, because we have the Wheel of Fortune reverse and we have the Knight of Wands reverse. The energy and the timing wasn't right for it. So we have this Knight of Pentacles, which is more of like a friendship type of energy, and it's solid though. Okay, there's energy and connection here because we have this Eight of Cups reversed. So this is a return, like a return back together. So I know 100% this is somebody that you've dealt with before, okay? Like there's history that extends further back than when you guys actually come together on a romantic level to say, hey, I'm committed to you, I'm committed to you, we're going to be together and try to make this thing work, okay? So there's this return here, and that's where I feel like these cards had to jump out and say, no, we're a part of this reading, because here we are sad, okay? We're sad about this, and we're going to work hard. Are we working hard on ourselves, or are we going to work hard on this relationship, okay? It's our hope and wish for that, but there's also healing with this card. And then here's the Tower, where everything shockingly changes. And based on what I'm seeing here, this is like a good shock and change for like, wow, I never thought you would return to me and have your crap together and want to do this. Like, that's what I feel like this is saying. More on your behalf. Like, they come back to you. Now, this is general. So, Sag, perhaps it was you that wasn't ready. You know, you were kind of back and forth, and they were really pursuing you, or they were really being there for you as a friend. It definitely could go that way because this is general. But I'm really feeling like you are the one that liked them. You were the one being there for them, because you're showing as the sun dancers, okay? It's like you were helping heal them. You were guiding them. You were, you know, being that comfort for them. And whatever was going on in their life, it's just like the same thing over and over and over and over. And I think you washed your hands of it, because you were like, I can't think about you and feel about you and worry about you anymore. I cannot do it. Clearly, I don't give a crap how much I care about you. The timing is not right for us. The energy is not here. The Knight of Wands is reversed, so the energy is not here for me. The timing is not right for us. I will just be your friend, okay? But then, after some time here, we have this return to the relationship. So this is where things start getting good. So now let's see, how does that, you know, give your relationship a chance? Yes, there is a return here. You guys had something going before, and now this return, that's where these cards are coming into play. How does this play out once you decide to give this relationship another chance? Aw, this could be the one. Like, you guys definitely have a connection happening here, okay? So you both are in that mindset of, you know, the connection is something special. All right. Oh, look at that. Oh my gosh. True love. True love. Retreat. Make the effort. You deserve love. Pay attention to the red flags. So, I just thought I'd pull one more, just because I felt like it. What I see here, Sag, is this is your true love. It is, okay? And you are their true love. You guys just had a lot of heavy energy. Like, I feel like they had a lot of growing up to do, really, and maybe you some as well, but more so on their behalf. And I love this. Look, the Sun Dancers, SD, the Spiral Dancers, SD. Beautiful. It's like a reflection, okay? Like the twin flame energy. However, you are unique, they are unique, them. And you have this 32 here. So I just feel like, I don't want to say you're a more advanced soul, but there's something about your vibration, your energy that I feel is more evolved than theirs on a spiritual level. This here is a 5, so it's like they have more challenge throughout their lifetime than you do. And I feel like your energy like inspires them, uplifts them because of the challenge that they face, all right? With these cards, honestly, the strongest energy coming through here is fire and air, like Aries, Aquarius, because we have that reiterated a couple times here. We have the Star card with Aquarius on it. We have the Six of Swords with the Aquarius on it. Then we have the Emperor, which is Aries, and then we have another Knight of Wands here, which could definitely be Aries. So I feel Aquarius, Aries, like it's coming through strong, both equally. So I can't really decide between one or the other, but I would have to say you're definitely dealing with an Aquarius or an Aries, okay, with this energy that's coming through. So what I see is, yeah, you guys are true love, okay? Retreat. It's like we have to separate. The timing isn't right. Make the effort. There comes a time, I really feel on behalf of your lover, they come back to you and say, listen, I can't let you go. And you're like, listen, I deserve love. What you did, I can't go through this anymore. And they're saying, look, I've changed. It's safe for you to love. I have changed. I have matured. I've grown into this Emperor. Okay, look at that. Those cards fell down. Those cards fell down. Everything from their past fell down. It is safe for you to love. I have changed. I have grown. I am the Emperor now. And you know what? I'm just going to leave those cards down because I feel like that was a sign right there. They have changed. Okay, you didn't believe it, but look at right here. The Star in the Tower. This is the universe in action, bringing somebody to attention. Perhaps the universe had to slap them upside their head, right? Maybe they weren't living their life right at all, okay? But this is like radical change, and it's the real deal because it's paired up with the Star. I have worked on myself. I have grown. I have expanded into a more mature, much wiser version of who I used to be. And I'm sorry for what I did. I am so sorry that I hurt you so much, okay? With 3 broken cups here, maybe this is like 3 times you've tried, and it was never the right time, even though the connection was there, okay? So let's pull a card here about now who you are in this relationship, in trying again, and who they are. The Desert Prince, survival, false promises. So you go from being the Sun Dancer to the Desert Prince, and there is that D again. What this tells me is you coming back into this relationship, even though this is your true love, you've learned a thing or two. And like, if you weren't you and you didn't have the love in your heart for this person like you do, this would never even be again. You are the reason why this relationship has survived at all, okay? And that's part of your destiny. So it's not like you were some crazy person holding on. No, it's in your soul too. So that's why you did. But now, when it's finally the real deal, you might feel weary and nervous because you're not, it's like, I don't feel like you believe they've changed. You feel like it's a facade. Like, how long is this really going to last? And based on what I'm seeing here, they have. So they are now coming through as the Ice Queen. Ideas preserved, non-action, entitlement. And so with this energy here, again, it's like they've completely cut off their past. Like everything that caused them dysfunction, it's on ice now. It's outside of their emotions. It doesn't exist in that place anymore. They've become wise. Okay, you guys are very different energies coming back together for this being the real deal, like night and day compared to what it was. And it's not a bad thing. It's like an elevation of maturity. Whereas you were so open previously, you are a bit more closed and reserved now, not so quick to put yourself out there. And they have recognized that there are many aspects of their behavior and choices that they need to completely cut off and isolate from who they are in order to be with you. Okay, so you guys definitely matured energy, very different energy. So I want to take a look at what lessons in this lifetime for your soul, like what are we doing at a soul level with all this energy? Because this here is definitely like you guys are together. Okay, you get back together, you really do, because you guys, it's true love here. But I feel you are weary of them. They've really changed though. They really have. We have reason, nice. Ascension. And the Lovers, nice. That's beautiful. Sagittarius, yeah. Again, the challenge that you guys have faced, it's all about soul growth. It's taking you to a higher level. And this here is the Emperor again, even though it's called Reason in the Sirian Starseed. This is card 4, just like that. This is the Emperor energy. This relationship definitely was to mature one or both of you. I'm feeling more on this side, like really cause this individual to grow up, to grow into their soul, rather than like their mind or their emotions leading them and dictating everything. It's like they needed to learn discipline about life. I don't know how quite to express that. And your energy, like that brought them into this space. But also for you, you had to learn boundaries and where to put yourself first and cut somebody else off. Okay, regardless of connection, love, you know, etc. It's for you, it was boundaries. So this relationship is about a maturity of the soul, making you both much wiser, okay? Because with Ascension here, this is very spiritual. We're both coming here to have a complete paradigm shift in reality, in how we perceive, what we think, all of it, the whole 9 yards, you both. That is something you signed up for. So the relationship you share, yes. The hard times, the challenge, it's to crack you open, because we are ascending this lifetime. We're having a complete paradigm shift on a spiritual level. And then look at here, we have the Lovers. So yeah, you guys are destined to be together, to come back together, to always come back together, no matter how far apart you may stray from the other. This like is twin flame energy to me right here, since this is coming through the soul energy, the way we're looking at the relationship from that non-physical, you know, connection. This here is, yes, we will always come back together. Always, always, always. I will never love anybody more than you. You will never love anybody more than me. We are meant to be. We are the twin flame love. So that is quite glorious. So let's look at the energy the spiritual connection of this relationship. Yeah, look at that. There is a lot that will be going on in this relationship. Okay, we have the Eight of Flames. There's so much passion and fire for each other. Like, it's the connection that's out of this world. Like, based on this, you will never desire anybody greater than them. They will never desire anybody greater than you. In a moment, there might be this new shiny toy or whatever. Like, I don't mean to like say it like that, but you know, to get my point across, is when we break up, you know, you might meet somebody, they might meet somebody, but it's only like 5 minutes of distraction, and then you're like, no, you will never be my baby. I have one baby, and I am in love with them, and that's your soul connection right there. Like, there's nobody can get in between that. Even if you are like, forget you, I don't even want you anymore, I hate you, it will always come right back together. I'm sorry to say. So this here is your material energy. You know, do you guys have lots of money? Do you guys, is it just like you're always broke? One of you is always broke and you're like, oh, I can't deal with this. So let's see. What is your financial energy? Well, we have the Nine of Crystals here. So this definitely could be one of you or both of you are well-to-do. All right. This here is not talking about any sort of financial issue. So if you guys are watching this and you have a lot of financial struggle, I don't really feel like this reading is for you. Or it could be like one of you has a lot of money, you know, and if you haven't met this relationship yet, then, you know, perhaps they have a lot of money if you don't. But this here is ultimate material comfort. This is, nobody's lacking, nobody's broke. Maybe they were broke before, but once you get your crap together, you know, the money comes in. So we're not hurting here financially, at least not the story that's coming through this reading. I feel like you could have been in the past, because I just don't feel like you guys had your crap together, either one of you, but it was in different ways. And they were more of a mess is what I feel. So let's look at the emotional energy here. This, yeah, I think with this relationship, there is a lot of stop and start, back and forth, back and forth. And again, because finally this cup up here, you see this soul energy coming out of it. The reason for all this challenge, this back and forth, is because we're trying to ascend at a soul level. And unfortunately, that is an experience that can be very emotionally painful and challenging at times, you know, in the human experience. But ultimately, you get to this place of understanding and connection, and you see the rest of the way up that staircase that's like, we're connected, we're twin flames, we got this now. Okay, so it's beautiful. It ends nicely. So let's take a look here at what the challenge is to this relationship, as if it hasn't already been blatantly obvious through this reading. But let's pull an Orbs card for the challenge. This is, I can't let something go. This here could mean I can't let go of the past crap that you put me through. I can't let go of somebody from the past, and that's why we have problems. This is just feeling really restricted. For some reason, the biggest challenge that you guys are going to face is something about restriction, either from each other, well, definitely from each other. There's no other way around that. It's a restriction from each other. It could just be because of all the different things that happen. It could be that you live in different locations. You know, it's just, divine timing is not on your side your first go rounds, okay? There's soul work happening and being done, and that's why it's so rocky. And you both do come to this point, though, of resolution. So you have 7, 8, 8, and 9. So there's a beautiful progression of energy for you guys. Getting all the way to a 9, it's like you guys get it right in this lifetime, okay? You do get it right in this lifetime at some point. It's just you are ascending on a spiritual level, and that is a lot of drama and trauma to go through, to happen, to fully break you open so that you can expand into a different version of yourself. So, Sag, here is advice from the universe about your love story. Speak the language of love. Loving words have the power to change someone's life, including your own. So this is telling you, Sagittarius, if you say a lot of mean and hateful things to your partner here because they like all but drive you over the edge with their crazy behavior, this is the universe saying, you know, think of new ways to verbalize and communicate your emotions in a positive way, in a positive nature, and that will help bridge the gap between you and your mate. Also, this could go on their side. They may need to be the one that verbalizes their emotions in a different manner that's of a much more positive nature. Spend some quality time together. It's important that we spend quality time with those we are in a significant relationship with, listening and talking to each other. So this is saying when you guys come together, instead of rehashing the past or just wanting to be hung up on all the things that went wrong, and I'm only stressing that because of this card, the universe is saying spend quality time together, let the past go, reconnect at the soul, and realize, you know, everybody makes mistakes, everybody grows and matures, and they really have, okay? Start spending quality time together. Don't be in the same space together, just hearing each other speak and make sound. Actually connect again. Oh, I love it. Look at that. I love you. These are important words. Yes. It's time to really express that no matter what's happened, no matter what's going on, even if they're being a complete craphead, I love you. You still love them. It's important that the ones that you love always know that you love them, even if they're being stupid. You could say, you know what? I love you, but you're being stupid and I just have to disconnect from you, but I do love you. It's your bad that you can't be in my space. You got to get yourself together. You got to get it right. So I love you. Yes, you guys are special, okay? Even though it's been a rocky road, it wasn't the right time yet. You are ascending at a soul level. But look at this. True love. I love you. The lovers. Twin flame love right here, okay? Yes, it is there. It's just spiritual work. Spiritual work is, you know, above all things. We think we're here for this lovely human material experience, but at the end of the day, it's all about the soul. It's not about us. It's about our soul and what's being gained through this human experience, okay? And you guys, you're doing a lot of work, and it builds on this connection right here. And no question, in your next lifetime, you guys are lovers once more, because this romantic energy is so strong in your experience right now. So, Sagittarius, that is your love story. For those of you that you felt like this was me speaking 100% to you, I'm so happy that the universe allows me to bring you messages like this. I am just the messenger. I know how to read tarot cards, but it's the universe that brings this message to me. So for you, so I hope that you have enjoyed this, and I hope that you have a very wonderful Valentine's Day. Take care.